What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Sean Lee, the linebacker, credited with bringing him down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
53 is the Mike. King. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hurry. Here we go. Check. 53 is Mike.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Alvin Kamara, the
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Brady out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
complete.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Bengals.
Wait, that's line 20.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running with Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And going deep downfield and got his man complete. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Miles Boykin, 75 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
6-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Devontae Adams, 63 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Aldrich Rosa.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. We'll see how they adjust.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Paris Campbell, 70 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Bengals.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On the handoff.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Kamara. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Roses to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score, Bengals 21, Steelers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Paris Campbell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Lining up for the point.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Wait, 53!
On first down, Brady. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Brady.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 58 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Steelers 28, Bengals 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about...
He's got a man complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Cincinnati.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Bengals.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's caught. And he's brought down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. 72. You can't block me. You can't block me. 59 is Mike. 59 is
From midfield, here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Got you, boy. Hey, look through.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number
Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
The game, 28 all. Aldrich throws.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Aldrich throws set to kick.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Let's go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Paris Campbell saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Steelers 35, Bengals 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Point it right. Check. Lucky.
Following the interception, Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Mayfield.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Steelers 42. Bengals 28. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, moving Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
How about that? Well, the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Bengals.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Davante Adams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Steelers 42. Bengals 35. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Again, it's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ezekiel Elliott, 38 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
It leads to
had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Brady. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that well, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Looks good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Finds the tight end, Reed. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Brady. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
16 yards. 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which